Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. Um, Let us know if you're here by posting in the comments below, clicking on the heart or the like button or whatever else you'd like. Let us know you're here. We really want to hear from you. I hope that you're all staying healthy and safe during this crazy time. I know that I'm personally trying to find ways to be really grateful through everything that is happening right now, and really using this time to be more productive and trying to enjoy, you know, spending time with my family. I don't know about you guys, but there's a part of me that's sort of enjoying just not having to worry about juggling schedules for my three kids and all the stress that comes with that. So if you agree with me on that, let me know in the comments. But today, I'm super excited about what we have planned for you guys. You know, now that we have more time kind of at home, I have especially been enjoying having extra time to cook real meals for my family, really trying to make them more healthy. But that's kind of why I'm so excited about today's event. I'm really excited to have Jessica Gebel here with us today. Thank you, Jessica, for being here.
Of course, thank you for having me.
So today, Jessica will be giving us some tips and tricks for making plant-based meals at home, and she'll show us how to make her famous falafel bowls, which I'm really excited to see. Plus, we have some really amazing giveaways, some prizes. So just stay tuned to see how you can win. But before we talk about prizes, I did want to go over just a little introduction of Mom's Meat. My name is Annie, and I am a Chief Mom Ambassador at Mom's Meat. And we are a large online community of moms who are passionate about raising healthy and happy families. So when you join Mom's Meat, you can apply to become a mom ambassador. And once you become a mom ambassador, you can have a chance to try Better For You products with your friends and family. So be sure to check that out on our website and join. So without further delay, I would like to introduce you all to Jessica Gebel, our special guest. And Jessica is a natural food chef and founder of a company named Fabalish, which is an awesome name. And Fabalish is a plant-based food producer with a focus on clean, organic, and allergen-free ingredients. And here is a fun fact. She has been on Food Network's cooking competition program called Cooks versus Cons. So yeah, thank you so much for being here, Jessica. I would love to hear more about how you got started on your clean eating journey.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first off, thank you for having me. This is really exciting. Yeah, so how it all started was, I mean, I grew up on fast food, like most of us in the 90s and 2000s, um, and that wasn't very sustainable because I quickly got sick. I would say in my early 20s, I started having strange health issues and things like that, and tried finding solutions for it. Doctors didn't really have much of, cures. They would just give, antibiotics or pills or whatever it was, and I knew there had to be more to it. So I dove in, big into research and learning more about our health and all of that, and it really came down to food. So yeah, so I started changing my diet. In the beginning, it was slow, and then when I started seeing those progressions, I pretty much changed everything as much as I could. Of course, it was hard. It's not easy in the beginning when you're used to certain habits and things like that, but it is doable. And when I started seeing all those, like great results, and I was just really happy that I was able to heal myself basically through food generally. I got so passionate in this direction that I really wanted to go to culinary school. And the one culinary school I really wanted to go to was Natural Gourmet Institute in New York City because they specialize in food for health, mainly vegan, not all vegan, but a lot of gluten-free, vegan, and just in general, how to have a more sustainable living through food. So that was my goal, and I needed to get to that school. So I started applying for different grants and scholarships, and the Food Network came about, and
Oh,
I happened
wow.
to win that episode. I laughed that I haven't won anything in my life except my husband. But I was even shocked myself that I won that show, and I was able to basically take myself through school with that with the winner's money. So yeah, so that's kind of how it all started, and then I became, I was working in a lot of kitchens in New York City. I learned a lot. It was fantastic. And I was also a private chef. So specifically for people who had certain dietary restrictions or needs, people who were dairy free, couldn't do eggs or nuts or things like that. And so I had to get really creative. And that's kind of how Fabalish was born, because I started working with aquafaba. Excuse me. I don't know if you guys, a lot of you might not know what aquafaba is,
I don't
but
think I know what aquafaba is.
it's relatively new in the culinary world, but it's been around. The term is new in the culinary world, but it's been around for a while now. It's actually the water from when you boil chickpeas. So chickpeas release a strand of just a strand of protein and starches into that water that we boil, and that's enough to mimic an egg white consistency. So as soon as you whip it up, it turns white. And it's a very neutral flavor. It doesn't taste like chickpeas at all. Um, it just, you could either go sweet or savory. So our company, we decided to go savory. So, and then from the leftover chickpeas, I don't know if you know if I love chickpeas, obviously. From the leftover chickpeas, we make baked falafels. So I actually started. These are our sauces through Fabalish, but I started with this sauce, our smoked spices. You can see this, right? You got Annie
Yeah.
and the
Oh,
rest.
yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, and it was really popular among my clients, and so I started selling at farmers markets, and one thing led to another, and that was just like the slow growth of Fabalish. And now we're here in New York City, New Jersey, this whole northeastern area, which is really thriving.
Oh,
So
that's awesome. That's
yeah,
great.
so we make just really quick. So then this is a vegan tzatziki, and this is the baked falafel that you see here. And our ingredients are super clean, no preservatives, no fillers, no xanthan gums. It's just how food should be, really. We shouldn't have to have all those fillers or preservatives or extra sugar or anything like that. And that's what I really believe in and stand by. That we should have that option. So
Yeah.
that's how
Yeah.
kind of how it started.
Oh, that's so awesome. I love stories like that. That's amazing.
Thank you.
So, before we kind of turn things over to you officially, because I can't wait for what you have to share with us today, but I just want to tell everyone how you can enter to win. We are giving away a Fabalish prize pack to 5 lucky winners. So in order for you to win, just comment on this, like participate with us. So comment on the post, like it, share this video, and all of that. Ask questions. We have someone from the Fabalish team to answer any questions that you might have in the comments. And then, we might also try to cover some of your questions on this live broadcast as well. So yeah, we'll announce the winners of the giveaway on Monday, so you have more chances to enter to win. And Jessica, I guess you can take it from here.
Awesome, thank you. And on top of that, Annie, we're also giving a 10% off to everybody watching. So they could just put in mom's meat in the discount code at fabalish.com.
Oh,
So
great.
anybody's watching could have that too. So
Awesome.
yeah. So what we're going to do today is just a quick falafel bowl. We see all these great falafel bowls on Pinterest or Instagram, and you can easily make this at home too. So we're this whole plate that we see here is pretty much what we're gonna have here. So what you really need in a good falafel bowl is you need a green base, whether that's kale, spinach, or just a bed of greens, whatever works for you, and whatever you can find right now. Yeah, sorry. Oh. Sorry. Um,
Yeah,
Sorry, let's
a lot of
report
us
back.
are, yeah, no worries. I
Sorry,
mean, I
1
think
second.
that's one of the
It
things.
storms out here.
Oh,
What?
that's one of the things that, we all have to deal with is we have to figure out what we can make with the ingredients that we have on hand.
Exactly, exactly. And you can't find everything at stores right now. And whatever you have in your fridge. So those are great options for a good green base. So whether it's spinach, bed of greens, or kale. Then you need a grain. We're going to use, we have quinoa and we have couscous ideas. So we're going to use a little bit of both. Then we're going to make a quick pickled onion, red onion. And then we're going to use tomatoes as our garnish. And we can use pine nuts. And obviously we're going to use our Fabalish products too. So I'm going to start off with our base, our green base, and give you guys some tricks and tips on all of this too as we go along. So for our kale, I'm going to use kale for our falafel bowl. And so what I did was I just chopped up the kale. I took the stems off. And right behind me, I want you guys to save your stems. You can use this for juicing, or you can add it into like a veggie stock if you're making like a soup or anything like that. So don't throw these stems away, but you can use the leaves for your salad, for your falafel bowl. So what I did was I just basically roughly chopped this kale. And what I did here, I have one I did earlier. So what I did was I massaged the kale, and that's a really good tip. You don't want to eat, I know a lot of people eat raw kale like this, which is totally fine, but it's easier to digest if you give it a good massage. And it helps break down the enzymes because these fibers are really tough. This is from the cabbage family. So what I did was I literally just had like a pinch of salt and a little bit of oil. And it just makes it so much more tastier for you and the kids too. Kids will probably enjoy this a lot better than just, dry kale as such, right? So this is going to be your base for the falafel bowl. All right. So we'll set this off to the side, and I'm going to show you guys how to make a quick greens. Give me 1 second.
A lot of our moms are saying how their kids love kale, and I'm thinking, gosh, I wish my kids liked kale.
Yeah, not every kid does, but that's awesome. That's awesome. So I like to interchangeably use quinoa or couscous. I just think they're the fastest and the easiest to make. You can also do brown rice, which is fine, but it just takes a little longer to cook.
Yeah.
This couscous literally took, I think, maybe less than 7 minutes. What you're going to do is the recipe is 1 1/4 cup water. You're going to bring it to a boil in this pot. You can see the pot right from here, right?
Yeah.
You're going to bring it to a boil. You're going to add in a cup of couscous into here, and you're just going to turn off the heat and put the lid over and let it sit for 5 minutes. That's all you have to do. And then after it's done, you just have to take a fork and just kind of go ahead and kind of fluff it, as they say, right? You would do that to rice too. You could do that to quinoa as well. So couscous in generally can be, a little dry. Chefs, the way we're trained, you have to flavor as you go. So you can't just throw things and keep it dry. You have to flavor as you go. So what you can do with this couscous, you can add just a drizzle of, I use either grapeseed oil or sunflower oil, just a little bit. And then you're going to squeeze in some lemon. You got some seeds in there, which is fine. And then, we call it a chef's pinch of salt, but a nice healthy pinch of salt. And just mix this guy up. And this already has flavor. So it's basically your salt, acid, and fat. Those three, that combination is just amazing and gives a lot more flavor to your food. So that's kind of the base of the couscous. Whoops. When it's warmer, the couscous is easier to break up. So you can easily do this right after 5 minutes. So pretty much our couscous is ready. So that's good. We'll set that aside. In the meantime, you're going to bake off your falafel. So what I did was, here we are. This is our Fabalish baked falafels.
Ooh.
These are these cute little guys. We love them so much. So a falafel, if you're not familiar with the falafel, it's basically I like to call it like a vegetarian meatball, but it has tons of protein. It's all the main base is chickpeas, but we add parsley, zucchini for added moisture, green peas, so it has tons of vegetables inside. So this is a really great snack to even just give your kids. They can just kind of snack on it like so.
That's awesome.
But this is what we're gonna add on top of our falafel. So just so you know, you just put it on a sheet tray, bake it off for 15 minutes at 400 degrees. Simple as that. So that's what they look like. And we're gonna do I love this. This is my quick pickling of red onions. So a lot of people think they can't pickle or add things with extra flavor. This has tons of flavor. So basically, I'm going to show you how to quickly do that. So you're just going to need about a medium-sized red onion, about a 2-cup mason jar, or you can use these deli containers. This is also about 2 cups. This is good too. These are PBA free and totally safe for heat too. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to show you quickly. So with an onion, you're going to cut it down the middle. And what you're going to do is so when the onion grows, this is the root. You can see these are the roots. It goes into the ground. And this is where the green onion stem comes out. So green onion from here, these are the roots. So the root actually holds this whole onion together. You don't want to take this off. Okay. So you're going to hold on to that. And what you're going to do is you're going to take off the other end. Right. I'm just going to show you guys that part. Try to buy it as organic as possible. We got organic down there. Stickers. All right. So you can just peel off that layer. Toss that down to the side. So what you're going to do is you want thin slices for the pickling. You can use a mandolin. If this terrifies you or scares the crap out of you, don't worry about it. You don't have to use this. But this definitely, you get a really nice consistent cut. So don't worry about that if you don't like it. You could also use, this is a bit more stable. You could use this side of a grater. Mm-hmm. Or you could just use your knife. Just make sure you have a good, nice, thin, a nice sharp knife, and just give yourself some nice thin slices like this. So super simple. So you're going to have about slices like this on your onion. So this way your onion stays together and it's not flopping all over the place. So these are great sizes for this. So what you're going to do is just jam these onions into a jar or one of these containers, the whole onion, no problem. And then what you're going to do is you're going to need half a cup of white vinegar and half a cup of water. Then you're going to need 3 to 4 tablespoons of sugar. I like to use alternative sugars. So this one's a maple sugar. Oh, probably this way, right? There we go. This is a maple sugar. I wouldn't go any darker than this. You could also do organic cane sugar too. That's totally fine. Okay. I just think this is a little healthier for the kids too, alternatively. And you can use this throughout anything too. So if you go with a darker sugar, your onions are going to look kind of like poopy brown. So you don't want to do that. You want to go with the white. You want to go for a white sugar, right? So that's really important. Or just a lighter sugar. You're going to do 3 to 4 tablespoons of the maple syrup and 1 teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of salt. Put that into a pot. It could just be like a size pot like this, and bring it to a boil. And then once it comes to a boil, you're just going to pour the that hot liquid over the onions. So even though this is 2 cups, this is just 1 cup of liquid. So that's all you need. Put the lid on, and in an hour you have pickled onions that you could put on sandwiches, salads, falafel bowls. I mean, you name it. And they're super sweet and flavorful. I love this recipe. And I just want people to know that it's not that hard to make. And then this can last you in the fridge up to 3 weeks. So that's what's awesome about that. You can use it on anything. So I'm just going to toss these guys off to the side here.
Yeah, that's great. I know anytime someone mentions pickling at home, I get very intimidated. So
Yeah, no, totally. It can be nerve wracking, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
awesome. So now pretty much I'm gonna get ready for assembly. Hold on, let me just open my jar here. Oh, okay, got it. Alrighty. So, and then
Someone is asking
yeah,
if you can pickle other veggies, kind of the same way you mentioned now with the onions.
can you pickle other veggies? Yeah, absolutely. This is just a nice quick pickling. You can, the thinner they are, the faster they'll pickle, but the thicker they are, it'll probably take a little longer.
Yeah.
So your jar will be hot for a while. So don't put it in the fridge right away. Once it comes into the room temp, you could put it in the fridge. But yes, you could do that. And people get fancy with this. This is like a super simple recipe. They put peppercorns in there, bay leaves, different types of things. Mine has a bit more sugar just because the sugar goes really well with the sweet onions, the red onions. So cool. And so then for your other garnishes, with the falafel bowl, you can use tomatoes. You can use. I love pomegranates, but unfortunately, it's not in season right now. It's usually in the winter. Pomegranates on this falafel bowl is amazing, but tomatoes do just as well. You could do cranberries. I mean, there's a whole list of different things. I think that like red tartness really gives a nice pop in flavor. So today I cut up these these are these beautiful, I think you guys saw these beautiful colorful cherry tomatoes, and I just added like a little bit of salt because it actually brings out the juices of the tomato. Not a lot, not a lot. Just a little bit of salt because then it's just so much more flavorful your dish when there's all these like flavors going on. So we're just gonna assemble this. We have our kale on the bottom, so you can spread that around. Kale. And this can also, like, if the couscous is warm, feel free to put the warm couscous over the kale. It's gonna wilt it a tiny bit, but it's not gonna take away any of the nutrients. So, which is really important. Yeah, so just toss that over. There's a little bit of clumps, so you can just, get that with your fork. All right. Then we're gonna add our falafels. You can, be generous on the falafel as much as you want. But it's such a simple recipe, and then you've got all your protein. Couscous is loaded with tons of protein, which is awesome. So now I'm actually going to add our Fabalish sauces. So our tzatziki and our smoked spices go really well together. Surprisingly, this was all trial and error, as most businesses are. You can just toss like some sauces on the side here.
That looks so
Our
good.
our smoked spices is not spicy. It's more flavorful. It has smoked paprika, cumin, coriander, fennel, and a touch of cayenne, but it's not that spicy at all. So you can make this as pretty as you want. I'm just going a little fast just so we can get through everything, but something like that. And then you're just gonna toss in your tomatoes
That
for
looks
added
so good.
color.
Can you pick that up so that we can have a closer look of how
Yeah.
it looks once you're done?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just, you can toss in like the juices on there because it just makes it more flavorful. And then you just load it up with your pickled onions. And the pickled onions give this sweet, crunchy, vinegary taste. And the tomatoes are just acidic and just tasty and juicy. And then what you could also do is I toasted some pine nuts.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, it's just you put them on a pan, no oil, no nothing. You just let them toast. Just don't walk away from them; they will burn. So you can
Good
just
tip.
toss it on, and this bowl is just completely so full of nutrition
Yeah.
and protein, and you don't need anything else really
Oh,
from that.
wow,
So
that looks
can
so
you see
good.
that?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's beautiful.
And
Now,
you can tell your kids they're eating the rainbow.
yeah,
I like things like that.
that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I think I could probably convince my kids to give that a try. It just looks so pretty.
There you go.
Now, are your sauces, do they have to be refrigerated once, does it come refrigerated or are they shelf stable?
No, they have to be refrigerated because we don't add any preservatives. The fridge is the best way to keep it, to preserve it naturally.
Okay.
So, yeah, yeah. So they just leave it in the fridge. I will warn you, they are a little addicting. So once you get started, it's one jar, it kind of flies off the shelf
Oh,
really
wow.
quickly. So this is our like quick falafel bowl. But what, like I said, you can sub the couscous for brown rice or quinoa. The kale can be for a bed of greens, spinach, anything like that. Falafel. Let's say you don't have falafel right now, and I created a monster, and you want to eat this right now. You can put chickpeas. You could put any beans or any protein of your choice. And then sauce wise, if you don't have the sauce, for example, you could just put olive oil and lemon juice, as simple as that, or like a tahini base or anything like that.
Yeah.
So just be creative and just go for what's in the already in your kitchen, so you don't have to get out there too much. So
That's awesome.
and then one more little trick and tip. So I have one more recipe for you guys. It's super fast and easy too. Let's see here. All right. So I baked off a sweet potato. I literally just half the sweet potato here. I put it in the oven. You don't have to do much. You just have to put it in the oven for about 45 minutes at 400 degrees. Smash it, right? We're just going to smash it really quickly. And then we're going to add so this is our quinoa I baked off. This takes about 15-20 minutes to make. I'm sorry, I cooked on the stove. And same deal with grains. Grains typically don't have much flavor, so just add a tiny bit of oil. It could be olive oil as well. A little bit of salt. And then some lemon juice. Anytime you do any kind of bowl, people are going to be amazed that this just has a lot more flavor than just like a bland bowl like that, right? So just mix this up. Okay. You're just going to fill your sweet potato. So sweet potato is just such a healthy version of the potato family, and tons of nutrition in there too. Quinoa has tons of protein. Add your falafel on top. There you go. You can add cranberries to this as well, but I'm just going to add a little bit of tomato just for color over here too. But cranberries would be a great addition to that. And then you can add our sauces too as you go. This sauce, this smoked spices, is awesome on this on sweet potato. So this is one option right there.
Jessica, are your sauces vegan? Because some of our moms are asking. Okay.
Yes. So aquafaba is that water from boiling chickpeas. So our products, our whole brand is completely vegan throughout, and it's gluten free, it's soy free, it's nut free, and dairy free.
That's awesome.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And so what I just added was I added both sauces. Like I said, they go really well together, and I toasted some pumpkin seeds. Eat your pumpkin seeds now. Tons of zinc and potassium, and great for immune boosting. So this is another quick, really quick recipe. And one more thing you could do out of these potatoes, out of these sweet potatoes, just take off the peel with a peeler, take off the skin, and cut these into fry size bites. And basically, you can, serve the kids like, here's some fries with our smoked spices, and this sauce is just amazing with sweet potatoes. So this is another like fun little thing for the kids. So
yeah.
you could dip into that. And like I said, it's not spicy. Actually, a lot of kids love this one more than our tzatziki. So
and you said it's not spicy for the kids' palate?
It's not spicy. Surprise! I just didn't think kids would like this, but they actually do. They like this one more than the other one. So, and it's not spicy at all. Like I said, touch of cayenne, but nothing to burn or anything like that. So these are just like little quick tips that are really fast and easy, and just very nutritionally dense. So I hope this helps. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. So
yeah, that's awesome. I think what I've learned from my personal journey, because we've been trying to make more plant-based meals at our home,
Yeah,
you never know if kids will try something or not. You just have to give it a shot and
exactly.
not make a big deal out of it. Just put it on their plate, and everyone is eating it
Exactly.
together. And but I can't wait. I'm gonna go buy these sauces right now because I can already tell my kids are gonna like it. I'll probably like it more than the
That's
kids.
awesome. That's great.
But these are sold on your website and also stores in retailers, right?
Yes, we're in retail stores, kind of more gourmet, natural food stores right now. But we are selling online, and we do ship to you, so it's not a problem. And if you do order over $40 worth, you get free shipping. So
Okay.
that's at least good. And the falafels are just great because you can freeze these. These are obviously fresh, but you can freeze the falafel, and you just have them always in your as a staple in your freezer, so which is great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's
No.
great as an appetizer too for
Yeah.
friends who are vegan and things like that.
Yeah,
So
that's music to a mom's ears, just to have some
yeah,
healthy things in the freezer for the kids.
and it's just fast and easy for them, so it's just
Yeah,
why falafels do take so much work to make. So
yeah,
at least they
yeah,
know that we want to be that brand that's very trusted, that that you're eating clean foods. So yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. And Jessica, can you just remind us what your promo code was again? Is it Mom's Meat?
Mom's Meat. Yes, that's the promo code for the 10% off for
Okay,
anyone who's watching. So,
okay. Well, thank you so much for being here with us today. I learned a lot. I know we have a lot of comments from our moms who is watching with us, and definitely appreciate your awesome demo. And everyone, just make sure that you keep sharing this video and commenting and liking, because that's your way to entry to win prizes, and we're going to announce the winners on Monday. So yes, I think otherwise, just want to encourage everyone to visit fabalish.com to learn more, and make sure you go out and, well, actually don't go out anywhere physically
yes.
right now, but once you're able to, make sure that you look out for these products. And it seems like it should be a staple in a mom's home. So all right, well, thank you so much, Jessica, and thank you everyone
Oh,
for
and one more
tuning in.
thing, we're gonna
Yeah.
have these recipes on our Facebook
Oh, great.
Fabalish page for you guys in the next day or two, so you guys can look out for that. So look out
Awesome.
for thank you.
All right, thank you. Bye, everyone.
Thanks. Bye.